Go ahead, Mary.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm Mary Lane from the New Hampshire Department of Education, and I welcome you today on behalf of Commissioner Edelblue and Deputy Brennan. We are so excited today for the New Hampshire Virtual Assistive Technology Expo. The reason why I'm welcoming you with such excitement is that you know the New Hampshire Department of Education embraces and actually defines in law personalized and competency-based education. In the law, the words say students will advance upon mastery beyond seat time. Students will have access both in and out of the classroom. Exactly what we're looking at today in remote learning. Students will have multiple ways or means of demonstrating their mastery of their competence of what they learned. And families and caregivers will have meaningful input in a dual capacity way to make the decisions meaningful for their students. So my job in the Department of Education, I'm part of what we call the Bureau of Student Support and Office of Special Education, where we embrace personalized learning and define it under the Individuals Disabilities Education Act, or IDA. Within that act, we as a team monitor all components of that act. And we really support students who have individual education programs. Within that, my job is to support, to ensure all students have the opportunity for accessible educational materials. In the department and the office and the Bureau of Special Education, we not only monitor, we provide innovation and resource. Based on our personalized learning definition, we in New Hampshire have embraced what we call the Universal Design for Learning Innovation Network. So that takes the Universal Design for Learning guideline and it looks at a system that really talks about variability versus disability. What roadblocks within all environments, and how do we change our mindset to use the guidelines to be able to make sure everyone has accessibility to their education. We're here today because we believe that the job isn't done until we embrace, for every child with an individual education program, or IEP, the consideration of assistive technology and accessible educational materials. And what I'd like us to do, so I talked a lot about rules and regulation. I talked a lot about leadership from Commissioner Edelblue and Deputy Commissioner Brennan. I talked a lot about the belief and mindset at the department and the bureaus. But I really want us to here today address assistive technology, particularly in our challenge of remote learning, to really think about the belief system in the words of Dr. Joy Zavala, who will be joining us today, in something called, what does it mean as a set framework? So I really want us to think about, with all these decisions we have to make and all the laws we have to enforce, that we really look at students, no matter where they're coming from or who they are, from early learning to maybe going back and prepare to the workforce or post-school outcomes, the environments, and that today we know is huge in our remote learning challenges. Where are we having those students in what environments throughout the day? Be it a classroom, being whatever, a remote learning, a digital learning experience. Looking at the tasks we're asking these students to do. Is it academic? Is it a math or a science or a reading? Is it a social, engaging, having them work as teams? And then the decision comes, what are the tools that we really need working in a dual capacity with families and schools to get the job done. So I'm so excited that this is the beginning of our journey to pretty much create an ecosystem by which we can innovate and really personalize learning for all students and provide accessibility, looking at the student, the environment, the tasks, and the tools. So I'm very excited and I welcome you. And now I'm going to pass the baton on to Mike Murata and Jennifer Edge Savage to help us with our day. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Mary. Welcome, everybody. We're glad you're here. This is the culmination of a lot of behind the scenes crazy working to get the technical aspects of this done. And I see the chat window. I do see you, chat window. And apparently Zoom has not caught up to our update of 500 people for the welcome. So I apologize to those colleagues who can't get in right now. But we're glad you're here. And we are recording this. And it is a new technical adventure here. And so we'll see what happens. Right, Jen?
We are all going to do the technology prayer that all of this works.
It'll be fine because we're pretty excited because we had over 500 people register for this. We have over 60 sessions throughout the day today in this exciting, different kind of event that we did not expect to have to do because of the landscape of our world. We changed how we did things. This was a in-person event last year, and now it has expanded and going out to the entire world, really. And we'll record everything. I see some comments in the chat. Everything will be recorded and will be posted up on the link to the schedule, so you'll see everything. But we are grateful that you are here. There's a handful of different kinds of sessions today you can join us for. And I think that's a really important piece to remember. You don't have to stay all day. You can come in and out and do whatever you like. This is personalized learning at its best. Pick and choose what you want to do. If something's not working, go find something else. If you have a meeting, go do it. That's okay. We're going to be recording everything. You'll be able to come back and view them later at your own time. But we will have 3 different kinds of sessions that will happen throughout the day. So we have what I would probably consider a traditional assistive technology presentation. So all the sessions are 25 minutes long, and we have traditional presentations that will happen throughout the day from national assistive tech speakers, as well as practitioners from across New Hampshire that we've been working with throughout our project. So we're really excited to be able to highlight the successes that they've had as well throughout our project. We have Edcamp-style conversations, and I put in the bullet there one of my standard comments about an Edcamp. It's a conversation, not a presentation. No slides, just people talking and just having a conversation about a certain topic. So those will happen also, and then we'll have some vendor sessions as well. So we're really happy with the amount of vendors that are willing to participate with us today. So I think all in all, a really nice, well-rounded day. And I'll let Jen share the schedule because this was she did such a nice job on this schedule.
We need the schedule to be good and look good. So our schedule is up. As you can see, we have sessions, 25-minute sessions throughout the day with little 5-minute breaks between. So you can breathe, look around, link into your next Zoom meeting and have a little bit of time. We've color-coded them a bit so you can quickly find that New Hampshire presenters are really New Hampshire-focused topics. You'll see they're in purple. National presenters that we've invited in, you'll see are in yellow. And of course, there's a little blur. There are some New Hampshire presenters that are also national presenters. We have vendor presentations, and they're going to be in green. There's what we asked some of our favorite vendors to join us to share. And also the Edcamp conversations, using your voice and sharing, are in blue. And as you can see, there's 9 sessions throughout the day. Each session has a description or a quick little very descriptive title, along with the link to get into the session, as well as a place for collaborative sharing of notes. So that's your session notes where you can share ideas, resources, as well as the presenters can share links to any websites, resources, handouts, things that they would like to share with the group as well. It's also a place where you can sign in. So both of those information to it. If you put your sign in on those notes, the presenter will know to reach out to you and you can support each other that way. So there's a bit.ly link to our schedule. And we're kind of excited being able to do this online. It is one of those silver linings in this new world where it is even better than it would have been in person, right, Mike? Like,
Yes,
we
without a
are
doubt.
able to get the best of the best and the most amazing people to have these discussions and share that that can provide in half an hour, that wouldn't have been able to travel. So we're kind of excited. We're really excited about this, and we're all doing in a technology prayer that everything works for everyone. All the presenters are managing their own Zoom links or Google Meets or Microsoft Teams or GoToMeetings. They're all being managed by the individual. So if one thing goes down, it doesn't all go down. It can be fixed. Yes. And the quick things, because I can see them in the chat, it's the Mike and Jen show. We record everything and we post it. We share. So we just share. So every session is being recorded. Every session link will be available through the same spreadsheet that you have now. When the recordings are done, we've asked every presenter to record. They'll be sharing the recordings with us in a Google Drive, of course. And then we will post the links to them so that everyone will be able to use them. So not only for those of you here today, and it looks like we've got to let the rest of you in somehow and check on, but not only today, but in the future. Because if you can't go to all the sessions, you can absolutely still watch them later and learn. We're trying to build a research for the long term.
Exactly. And the most important link you need for the day is that link to the schedule. That link to the schedule that's on the screen now, that bit.ly/NHAT20 schedule, will take you to the Google Sheet, which has all the sessions, which has every Zoom link or every virtual meeting room link for every session. So I know Mary Jo said, is there a specific way to sign into the sessions? Go to that link for that session. And click that at the determined time, and it will let you in. Use the code that was shared with you in your email when you signed up, which was NHAT20, and that will get you into any of the sessions. So you'll be able to click away and go right through those links to get in there.
Perfect. And at the very end of the day, I see a question came up about certificates. At the end of the day, there is a session evaluation, and let us know what sessions you attended, and you will receive your certificate by email, period.
Yes.
You get it, Matt.
And if it all goes wrong throughout the day for you, or you're not quite sure what to do, or you're not seeing something that works for you, but you want to chat, Jen and I have what we're calling the lobby, which is basically this link we're going to leave open all day. But feel free, drop back in. We'll monitor it throughout the day. So if you're having trouble getting into a session, reach out to us through that. So click back into the lobby, which is also linked in the schedule, and we can help you navigate the system and get you back into where you need to go.
Yeah,
and just come in and chat with us.
If you're lost and not sure what to do or have questions, this is true for presenters, this is true for attendees, for vendors. We will leave this Zoom room open all day for just kind of side chat. It will usually be manned by Mike or I, but we put ourselves as presenting too. So it's a collaborative place. You meet in the lobby, ask each other where to go, or share ideas for sessions. This spot will be open for the day.
So join us in the lounge.
Oh, this is so much information for a slide. It's just wrong. I gotta say, we are really trying. We are so grateful for the amazing supports that were coordinated by Mary and Karen and the group. We have ASL interpreters. We have card interpreters for those who requested it. We've encouraged and asked everyone to provide either using Google captioning or captioning in Microsoft Teams or in your PowerPoint 365 slides. We just want to make sure there's some sort of support for those who didn't request that support ahead of time. Also, as much as we're all becoming Zoom and Google Meet and experts of all these tools, but still we're going between different tools all the time. Always poke around your screen, look for the opportunity to get out of full screen mode so your whole computer is not hijacked. So you can enlarge your screen. So you can see more of people if they're using their videos or less of them, okay? You do have control on how things look on your screen. We're not letting you control our screens. But you do have some control to adjust your own accessibility settings on your own screen too, okay? And we have some sessions about that as well. So there's sessions about captioning, there's sessions about built-in accessibility. And really all of the sessions have taken on a flavor like these are amazing tools. And here's also some ideas how this could support this new teaching and learning paradigm that we're kind of living in now.
Yeah, for sure.
Sound good?
Sounds good. A couple other ways to share. I mean, again, we're trying to throw as many different avenues at you as we can think of for sharing. And we do have a Padlet set up, so you can use that throughout the day to drop in ideas, thoughts, comments, strategies, whatever you want. Again, it's a wide open space. The link is on the slide, so it's padlet.com/MMATP/NHAT20. It's also linked on the schedule. There's a QR code there to get it. Beth asks in the chat, is there a Twitter hashtag? It's like she's reading our minds. There's the Twitter hashtag. So feel free, use the Twitter hashtag NHAT20 to share information about what you're working on today and what you're looking at and things you've learned. We'd love to hear about that as the day goes. I'm going to monitor that also. I feel like I have a command center here. I'm going to hook up all my devices. We're looking at Twitter, looking at multiple Zoom rooms at any given time. So those are all there already.
Yeah, so and all this information is also that main spreadsheet for the schedule also has links to the slides we've shared today if you need to go back and look up anything. If you were locked out of our room, we're going to if for any reason folks need support, spread the word. We are very transparent. Everything is on that sheet. And in fact, on the Padlet, Mike, this morning, I snuck in and turned it into an exhibit hall too. So I put links to all the vendors who are speaking, to their sites. You can learn about them if you're not quite sure if that's the right fit for you too. And then we'll keep adding great resources as they come up.
Yeah.
It will be huge.
Yeah.
Oh,
put those resources anywhere you can. And Jen mentioned those collaborative notes pages for every session. I find that those are really powerful, but not when you start the session because there's nothing there. They're only as powerful as everybody using it during the session. So encourage people to drop things there, or you yourself start the goal, start using it so that it starts to fill up, because those, I've had conferences I've gone to that I still go back to those note pages to this day because there's so much information there. So consider using those for sure.
So great. And they'll be there. We've offered so many different ways. You're not required to use every way, but hey, we want to give you choice. And everybody uses different tools, and also model different tools that you could use yourself and experience them. And maybe they may translate well to the support you're doing for your students in your classrooms too.
Exactly.
So we're trying to give you as many kind of opportunities to see how some of these tools could be used. You don't have to master them all. Just a +1 today.
Yeah.
But thank you. We are so grateful. We cannot believe how many folks agreed to speak and share their experiences, and the vendors are able to contribute some time. And it's just, we're so excited. The work you're doing is essential.
Yeah. It's
and
wonderful.
we're all in this together, trying to figure out how to make sure that all students are supported and engaged, and that the parents are supported too. And that you as educators keep getting the support you need for the next steps. So thank you.
For sure. For sure. And on top of that, there's prizes. Potentially prizes. That's wonderful. So we do have some prizes to give away. Of course, there's a catch. There's always a catch with a prize. You don't just get something for nothing. You do have to fill out the survey. And so Jen mentioned there's a survey. At the end of the day, if you go through to that link there, bit.ly/NHAT20 survey, you can fill that out, mention the sessions that you went to all day, and then we will draw randomly from people who submit the survey. And then we have some prizes. You can kind of see them in my office. They're in a big cardboard box sitting on the side of my office. I will reach out to you and figure out a way to get that to you as we go. So We will do that as we go through. But please fill that out. You'll get a certificate of attendance. It is not CEUs. People were asking about that. But it is a certain number of contact hours of whatever you did today. And that will depend on what sessions you went through during the day. The form will automatically calculate it. I told Jen yesterday, that was my big learning moment of the week, to figure out how to get the form to auto-calculate all that stuff and put it in. And it's pretty cool.
I was very impressed. It's pretty exciting new way of using that tool. So
yeah, this is pretty awesome.
We are always learning.
Yeah, it's cool. And then I see Beth dropped in the chat that Lesson Picks will provide a free subscription as a door prize. Well, that's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, Beth. That's great. Very cool. All right, and as we go, that was the end of our little welcome. It gives you a couple minutes to settle in, get up, stretch a little bit, get another cup of coffee, settle into a comfy chair, figure out what session you're going to go to next, and then start yourself logging into that session. Remember, we'll be here all day through the lobby if you need help, or you have my email address from when you signed up. Feel free, shoot me an email all day. I will keep an eye on my email and try to help you as much as I can throughout the day. But we're excited you're here. We're looking forward to learning with you all day. And I don't know, what else, Jen? What else do we have to say?
We're excited. I mean, let's just go learn and keep enjoying the day. And I look forward to seeing how things evolve. And we will deal with whatever wonderful things and difficult things happen today.
That's right.
And we appreciate you being here and your patience. And we're so excited to see how this goes.
Yes, thank you. We appreciate it. Now go forward and learn.
Thanks, everyone.
We'll see you throughout the day, everybody. Thanks.